Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Are you busy during the week and have no time to go to the credit union to access your loans? Do you wish there were more days available to you? We can help. Our Loan Saturday is back by popular demand this and every Saturday at the GUT Credit Union Grandance Branch, Excel Plaza. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing that you have access to your credit union even on a weekend. So come on in and take advantage of our services every Saturday. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is Network News for Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. I am Beverly Telesford.
And I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. In the headlines, past and present prime ministers agree that government is not the best to manage Grenlec, but opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell issues a warning.
Did Tessa St. Cyr turn down a ministerial portfolio?
Housing and Gender Affairs Minister Philip Telesford moves to increase the housing stock.
And 16 swim instructors receive certification.
And around the globe, regionally, protests erupt across Port of Spain over police-involved killing of 3 young men.
Internationally, at least 6 people killed and 24 others injured in an Independence Day parade shooting in Chicago.
Plus, in the sports news, St. Andrews Inter-Village Basketball Tournament moves into the semi-final rounds. We invite you to stay close. We'll be back in a moment.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Hello again from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Top story, the deal is done, but curiosity remains about what the future holds for the Grenada Electricity Services Limited under new government. Cherian Blackman-Stephen looks at the latest discussions surrounding Grenlec.
There were many discussions and debates over the repurchase of Grenlec shares by the new National Party government in 2020 at a cost of $63 million paid to majority shareholders WRB Enterprises. With the new government at the helm, there is an interest by opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell as he looks on to see how Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's government will proceed with the country's lone electricity company. With the two Mitchells set to face off for the first time in Parliament, a statement from former opposition leader Tobias Clement in November 2021 during the 2022 budget debate comes to mind.
Mr. Speaker, God forbid, as election turns on a dime, just perhaps, Grenlec might end up back in the hands of WRB.
In an exclusive interview with local journalist Calistro Farrier, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell was quizzed on his plans when it comes to Grenlec. He claims that the former majority holder of Grenlec was handled in a rather hostile manner and that the buyback of Grenlec was not in the interest of Grenadians and was an ill-thought-out approach.
If you look carefully at what has happened, to a large extent from 2013 to when the government bought back the majority shares, there was no real capital reinvestment in Grenlec, because essentially the owners of the company, the majority owners, recognize they're at war almost with the government, or at least there's a cold war going on, and so they are not going to fatten the calf that you want to take from them.
Prime Minister Mitchell says there's no question that the board of directors at Grenlec will be changed and that a thorough analysis on what will be done with Grenlec will be conducted.
I certainly would say my inclination is I'm not satisfied, even with an NDC administration, that the government should be the majority shareholder. What we need to look at is find a strategic partner or strategic shareholder in conjunction with the Grenadian shareholders. You want a partner who clearly is already in the energy business and who's also has a strong renewables footprint. And I think that could happen in 6 to 12 months.
Opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell, who received his instruments of appointment on Monday, says it's strange how such a serious issue unfolded so soon after the general elections.
Such a serious issue that was not even mentioned in the campaign or put in the manifesto. That is a rather strange one indeed.
Dr. Mitchell warns about conflict of interest and lays down his belief of divesting Grenlec shares to the Grenadian people.
I've made the point that government has not been good at running things, business stuff, so I'm not against a philosophy of divestment, but you have to be very careful when you're dealing with a national security asset.
Cherry Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
14 ministries under the National Democratic Congress-led government, and many believe that candidate for the St. Andrew Northeast constituency, Tessa Sincere, would have most likely been placed within the Ministry of Health. However, last Thursday's swearing-in ceremony was one that left many with speculations. Rena Perry-Thomas reports.
Failing to win her seat against the new National Party's Kate Lewis-Peters by just over 100 votes, it was noticed that appointments were distributed by the name Tessa Sincere was not among them. Mrs. Sincere became a strong champion for health-related matters in the Senate, and as such, it was believed that she would be ideal to make necessary changes needed to improve the health sector. GBN sought a response from Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell on what seems to be the biggest question on social media lately. Why was Tessa Sincere not given a position in government like her colleagues?
Well, we agreed not to have a ministerial portfolio or a senatorship for at this time. Yeah. All right.
There are many speculations about why Sincere is not one of the members of cabinet, some with the belief that it all boils down to salary. GBN did request an interview with Mrs. Sincere to get a response to the question being asked, and an interview was promised by the St. Andrew Northeast NDC caretaker, but it never materialized. GBN was given several excuses as to why an interview could not be accommodated. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
Other news, new leadership will govern the affairs of the new National Party most likely by the end of the year. That's according to opposition leader and political leader Dr. Keith Mitchell. He said his tenure as leader of the party would not go beyond the party's convention.
I made it clear. The position I first said a while ago, the new leadership of the NNP will be chosen at the next convention. But I made the point, no one will push the party to rush unnecessary and create confusion. It must be done orderly and, of course, to the best interests of the party. I will be there to offer my advice and support, but I will not attempt to dictate or impose anyone on the leadership of the NNP, because in the final analysis, the people will decide whether that party will go forward successfully or not.
Dr. Mitchell points to what he believes can be viewed as his legacy.
I think it's well known the successes of the NNP, which I assume that I will be tied to. We had failures, and that is understood. But I also make it very clear that as we go forward, my legacy would also be correlated with the leadership, the new leadership of the new National Party. In other words, if the process is transparent and open, and someone emerges who have the capacity to take the country forward, I will get some credit. That's part of my legacy.
He added that he has started documenting aspects of his life.
Last year, around the middle of last year, I was writing already my memoirs. working with a well-known author. And I've been on the Zoom regularly, also talking from when I 5-year-old, as I remember, right up to the point of the office of Prime Minister. So I am already documenting the things I believe is necessary.
President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, says there was no surprise from the statements made by opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell on government's intention to pay teachers their docked salaries. Rena Perry-Thomas has this report.
You know, if you don't work, then I don't know how I can agree to pay you. But that's the philosophy of the Prime Minister. It's different from me. So he will have to deal with that, the consequences of that. So I'm not going to impute any other motives on his part. As I said, the honeymoon is on. Give them the chance to settle down. But my position on that is well known, and I will not change it because I'm in opposition.
That was opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell, who remains unfazed by government's intent to repay teachers' docked salary, as he stands rigid with his then government's decision made. Dr. Keith Mitchell was Prime Minister at the time when government docked the salaries of teachers who were involved in a protest action prompted by the GUT over a 2% gratuity payment offer. A letter from government was issued on the 13th of November 2018 to all permanent secretaries and head of department, informing them of the deduction. Union leaders had threatened dire consequences if the government had proceeded with its threat to dock workers' pay. The deduction comes a day after both public sector unions and the government negotiating team renewed talks on the issues of gratuity, which by all intentions was reported to be cordial. A joint release calling off the strike and signaling the resumption of negotiations made no mention of cutting workers' November salary. President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, via a phone interview with GBN, says that he is not surprised with the response from former Prime Minister Keith Mitchell, but is happy that the newly elected PM Dickon Mitchell had a different point of view on the matter.
Dr. Mitchell's statement did not surprise me in any way. This is a position that he has stated publicly before. So the opposition leader, his position, he has stated his position, he has borne the fruit of his position, and we as unions just look forward to having a more fruitful relationship on behalf of our constituents and the workers that we represent. So everyone has a right to their position, but as far as the Grenada Public Workers Union is concerned, we are in total congruence with the move by Honorable Deacon Mitchell.
Grimes says that the union is happy with the move made by Grenada's new Prime Minister and looks forward to developing a more fruitful and respected working relationship with the new government.
But I would just like to take the opportunity to congratulate our new Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, on such a move, because common sense dictates that the premise for the docking of the salaries, the premise was not clothed, in my view, in good intent, because the courts have proven that the workers had a right to march because the government was illegally withholding their constitutional pension, right? So in the spirit, an incoming Prime Minister who is very strategic, is very intelligent, and is looking to mend a very acrimonious relationship between government and trade unions, I think that this is an excellent gesture on his part in order to smooth out the relations going forward and have a fruitful working relationship.
For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
This is News at 7. Coming up, Housing and Gender Affairs Minister Philip Telesford moves to increase the housing stock. Stay with us for that story.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Sign up today for Fit for Life Kids Summer Program from July the 11th to August 5th, 2022. Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Grenada Trade Center, Monroe, St. George. Educational and fun activities for the kids ages 4 to 14 under the theme focusing on our health and the environment for a better Grenada. Your children will enjoy activities like dancing, treasure hunt, taekwondo, fitness, coastal, a day with doctors and agronomists, introduction to renewable energy and food security, healthy cooking, academics, and so much more for just $275 EC dollars. Early bird and siblings discount. There will be the option for early drop-off and aftercare. It's Fit for Life's Kids Summer Program, July the 11th to August 5th, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Grenada Trade Center. Call 409-3488 or 405-9357 for more information.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Now, for electrical safety. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
My name is Veronica Julian Adams. I'm from Leicester, Carriacou. I've been a proud member of Ariza Credit Union for the past 20 years. I chose to become a member of the Ariza Credit Union because of what they were offering at the time for low-income people like myself. My experience with Ariza leaves me feeling as a millionaire. My pocket is never empty. Ariza even helped me to secure a loan, which I assisted my son in building a boat, so now I'm part owner of a fishing boat because of Ariza. And I'm looking to do a lot more with Ariza because they make everything so easy and affordable. Thank you, Ariza, for enhancing lives for the past 75 years. I am one of those lives, and I'm proud to say you're the best. Thank you, Ariza.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Philip Telesford, divulged part of his government's plans to add to Grenada's housing stock. Christina John has more.
Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Philip Telesford, says financing must first be secured for his government's housing project. Regarding the Chinese low-income houses already constructed, Telesford adds that they will have to treat with those in an equitable manner.
But in respect of our policies as to where we go with that, we have said that we want to do at least 500 houses, Grenadian-style houses, that our people are accustomed to, not necessarily apartments as what is currently, to be given out. So we have to look at that, identify the place where that can be done, look at designs and all of that, and start the process.
Getting an appreciation of what's before him
for the respective units. And so we looked at everything. Of course, these are high-level meetings, so we did not drill down into the details. I've been looking at some of the reports. When I returned to office this afternoon, I started looking at these reports again and being able to drill a little further down into seeing what is there. But presently, what I'm doing now is really speed reading. So I'm kind of getting a general sense as to how the offices function, what they are engaged in. And when I'm complete with a high-level reading, then I will have a one-on-one with some of the leaders in the various departments.
Already, work has been cut out for some within various departments as a means of charting the way forward.
We've already mandated those in the planning section to start looking at the budget. So all of the managers now will be starting to pull the various pieces together, of course, in tandem with our manifesto, because we want to ensure that our campaign promises and our policy agenda is well embraced within the new budget framework that is going to be undertaken within the short period of time. So,
following the receipt of his appointment as minister for that ministry, Telesford told the media that special emphasis will be placed on the elderly and differently abled individuals, and that he will not attempt to disrupt the present programs, which must first be assessed.
In my view, things have to continue as they are for now, because we want to ensure that people are protected, first and foremost. So we will not interrupt the process unnecessarily. What we want to do is to ensure that there is a smooth flow of information and of knowledge and of the program, whether it's finances or whatever has to happen. We want to ensure that that process continues while we examine what is there, and then incremental change can be made so as to prevent any discomfort.
The Social and Community Development Minister will be assisted in this ministry by Senator Gloria Thomas. She believes the Prime Minister's selection is an appropriate one, citing her acquaintance in that field.
With that selection, I think I'm aptly placed to continue because I understand the issues. I understand the issues at the community level, and I think with my guidance as the minister, there will assist in improving the program and ensuring that we lift the whole social services that we offer for our people.
Christelina John, GBN News.
Moving now to other news, a number of professionals interacted with students of the St. Andrew's Methodist School as part of their career day activities on Tuesday. Rena Perry-Thomas spoke with the students as they displayed their careers they pursue in the future.
As the school term ends, grade 1 students of the St. Andrew Methodist School held their career day on Tuesday, dressed in the uniform of their future profession. The students were dressed up like doctors, teachers, electricians, and footballers, among others, and had the opportunity to hear from several speakers who had different jobs, who spoke to them about their job entailed and how fun they can be. Here are some of the students as they were excited to tell GBN about their career choices and why they chose them. Okay, and why would you want to be a footballer? Why?
Because I want to stop everybody from running and killing people. I would like to be a teacher.
Why would you like to be a teacher? Bro. Is an army? Why would you want to be an army when you grow up? Why would you like to be a doctor?
A doctor.
Why?
It's help people to feel better and check them how to
The aim of Career Day is to educate the students on the different professions that can be pursued, along with having a better understanding of their role in society. The students also had this to say to you, the GBN audience. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
All right, so Grenada now has a new government, and some young people are asking questions about the construct of the administration. Analyst William Joseph has opted to share his expertise about the government system as a means of educating the public. Here's what happens following a cycle of general elections.
The first thing is that the elections produce a parliament. It's the first thing. Now, there's a cultural issue here because when we go to the polls, we don't necessarily think as voter, we don't necessarily have in the front of our minds the question of parliament. We have in the forefront of our minds the question of government. That's what we have. So the elections produce a parliament, and whoever enjoys the majority there is invited by the Governor General to form the government of Grenada. And so from the parliament, you then drill down and you get the cabinet, headed by a prime minister who is chairman of the cabinet and other ministers, and they perform or be jointly on the basis of the principle of collective responsibility. Now, one last preliminary comment. The Constitution says that the Parliament must pass laws for the peace, order, and good government of Grenada.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. On Monday, GBN aired a report informing that officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force are concerned with the number of homicides and crimes taking place in St. Andrew. Grenada recorded its 4th homicide for the year on the weekend.
One St. Andrew man is dead following a stabbing incident at Ben Jones Street, Grenville, St. Andrew on Sunday. Tyrone Bernard, a resident of Telesford, St. Andrew, is identified as Grenada's latest homicide victim. victim. The incident leading to Bernard's death happened while the big parish was hosting its carnival launch and the official celebration of Fisherman's Birthday over the weekend.
GBN social media users took to the comments section to share their thoughts on the latest developments. The following views are of members of the public and not necessarily of the GBN. Mandy said, "Sad, sad, sad. We're now getting back, we think." Raymond added, "You understand? Some of us need to be kept away from civilization because I just can't understand what it will cost someone to walk away and be the peacemaker." Gloria chimed in, "Unbelievable, right in my hometown." Patsy said, "You all got 4. St. Vincent done get 22 in this small country." Harriet added, "Started on a bad note. They should cancel it." Cheryl said, "While 1 homicide is too much, I must commend the country for having this single-digit number. Condolences to the family and friends." Yvonne said, "St. Andrews need a candlelight vigil," then added, "Ban carnival." That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms. Still ahead in the news, 16 swim instructors certified. Stay with us.
The exciting, dramatic, humorous, and mind-captivating Lions All Mass is back in 2022. The Lions Club of St. George's and Spice Mass Corporation brings you an evening of comedy, fun, laughter, and pick-on at the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 17th from 3 p.m. Tickets are available from any member of the St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass Office, Grenadian Optical, Clear Vision, and Gittins Pharmacy. Grand Dance. Admission adults $25. Children 12 and under, pay $12. Come relieve your stress through laughter and be prepared to be entertained by local calypso and soca artists. This is an evening you don't want to miss. The Lions and Spice Mass Corporation All Mass, Sunday, July 17th, Grenada Youth Center, 3 p.m. See you there.
Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited. Now introducing Portland King Cement, Grenada's toughest and most high-quality cement. Engineered with you in mind. Whether it's residential or industrial construction, Portland King Cement has been tested to achieve profound results that you can trust. The choice is clear. Choose Portland King. Tougher than the rest. Visit Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited on Dusty Highway. Call telephone number 439-6605 or 440-6605. Or visit our 2 other locations, Wester Hall in St. David and Dunfermline in St. Andrew.
Are you looking for a summer program that is fun-filled, safe, and mentally stimulating for your child? Then Destined to Win Summer Explosion is just what the summer ordered. For ages 5 to 16, our program includes arts and craft, reading and mathematics, indoor and outdoor games, dancercise, karate, field trips, face painting, treasure hunting, and more. Destined to Win Summer Explosion runs July 11th to August 12th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. We're located on Tempe Main Road, next to Ned's Rental. Registration only $10. Spaces are limited, so call Mrs. Bartholomew on 403-8282, 405-8282, or 414-8282 to book today.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clark Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clark Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clark Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Get away from your daily stress with a Grenada vacation at the Coyaba Beach Resort. Coyaba is located on the world-famous Grand Anse Beach and boasts 5.5 acres of beautiful garden. We offer excellent service, good food and drink, well-appointed rooms and friendly staff in a safe environment. Facilities include 2 restaurants, 2 bars, swimming pool, water sports, tennis, gym and body treatment rooms. Call 473-444-4129.
We're back. 6 months of training have ended, and now more than 16 swim instructors are certified to train other individuals. The graduation ceremony was held at Sandals Grenada Resort on Saturday. More in this Christina John report.
Sandals Grenada has partnered with Get Grenada Swimming to roll out a program for swim instructors. More than 8,000 Grenadians have learned to swim in the past 5 years. Nathalie Ridges, attached to the Ministry of Sport, says it's all a team's effort.
It required quite a bit of effort, and of course it can't happen just with one person. With everything is a team effort. So working with you, Deb, yes, we all get very excited and very highly motivated. Working with Janesta and Coach Damik and all of you colleagues who are now graduating. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being interested and making my job so much easier. Really do appreciate all of this, because we are working towards that goal of getting every Grenadian learning to swim, because we are very passionate about saving lives and making sure everyone's safe and even passing that knowledge on, but also empowering each other to know that we can overcome obstacles, because some people think that swimming, once you can't do it, that's it, but we have to change that mindset. We have to change that thinking to empower everyone.
Sandals Grenada Resort's representative is Dillian Forrester.
First group of brave, esteemed, disciplined, and dedicated swim instructors. You are pioneers, and Sandals Grenada and the regional Sandals Foundation extends congratulations to you all. Leadership is not just a title, it is action and example. Therefore, now that you are certified swimming instructors, go forth in action and example confidently.
The National Training Agency was able to develop an occupational standard coming out of this program. Keeping in line with their mandate, Janista Charles explained their input into this program, noting that partnership and participants were trained in accordance with international standards.
As we walk through the development of this particular standard, we had to apply the same principles of ensuring that it identified, that it outlined for you all the knowledge, skills, and attitude required for a swim instructor. And ultimately, we were able to complete the development of instructing in swimming level 2 national occupational standard. And so this this is a really great outcome of this particular program, because it didn't start with the standard. In fact, we worked along. As the program was being delivered, we worked on the development of the standard. So
6 people received special awards, gaining the certification as National Lifeguards, while Swim Instructor of the Year award went to Cami Roberts and Catherine John. Ellis Roberts also topped for the class. Aim of the program is to certify 100 swim instructors in the next 5 years. Interested individuals are invited to get registered for this year's Sandals Learn to Swim Week, which begins on July 11th to the 15th. Lessons are from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and are catered to children 5 years and older, as well as adults. Persons can register at www.getgrenadaswimming.com. Christina John, GBN News.
It's time to take a peek through the GBN ISOR lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOR is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is captured in a down-to-earth moment in tonight's ISOR, this time in the literal sense of the phrase. Prime Minister Mitchell was a part of the CARICOM heads of government, heads of delegations, and the CARICOM Secretary General as they planted trees in the botanical gardens of Suriname on Tuesday morning as part of the build-up of activities to observe the 50th anniversary of the Caribbean community next year. While the other officials were formally clothed, Prime Minister Mitchell opted for a more casual look for this occasion. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms. Stay with us for a look at the weather and sports.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with the Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
I'm a cool kid. You're a cool kid. We are cool kids. Are you a cool kid?
Try all the Fruit of Cool Kids flavors. It's a whole box of fun.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
They are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as our sporting gladiators go for gold and glory at the World Championships. Follow every throw, stride, and jump from July 15th to the 24th. Capture the action daily on GBN television. It's the World Championships. The dream continues.
James is going to win it.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy to cloudy with few brief to widely scattered showers, improving during the early morning. Tonight's minimum temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. Wind easterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open water. Tides high at 8 p.m., low at 2 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 5:48. The weather on Wednesday, July 6, partly cloudy, hazy and windy with few brief showers, becoming generally fair by midday. On Thursday, July 7, generally fair, hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with the possible isolated afternoon and nighttime shower. And on Friday, July 8, generally fair, slight hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated shower, increasing in cloudiness overnight with some brief to scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder. That's the weather. Good evening, sporting fans. First off, the excitement continued in the St. Andrews Intervillage Basketball Tournament on Saturday with two keenly contested matches. Pomrose Sign Wizards got the better of Post Royal Sonics 82-62 as Kishon Hazard 30 points and 7 rebounds and Jamal Livingston 20 points and 5 rebounds led the scoring for Sign Wizards. Michael Neptune 18 points and 7 rebounds and Alex Morel 16 points and 8 rebounds led for the Post Royal Sonics. In Game 2, Yolan Bain Snipers pulled out all the stops to rebound after trailing River Sally Sixers in the first 2 quarters. The score 63-56 went in favor of Yolan Bain Snipers, despite Kendall Alexander leading the scoring with 26 points for the River Sally Sixers. Yolan Bain Snipers displayed team effort as Donrick St. Bernard and Enel St. Bernard scored 12 points each, with Enel having 11 boards. This one to report, Devonnie Joseph has been selected as captain for Grenada as the Winlot Windward Islands Under-19 tournament gets on the way in Dominica on Wednesday. The Grenadian Under-19 squad includes the Murray brothers from St. David, who dominated the local inter-parish competition, alongside Kerwin Gangadine, Kellis Andrew and Deshaun Juracan. 2 matches will be played daily at the Windsor Park Stadium in Roseau and Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth. We can tell you this year's tournament will be a 2-day format. The tournament will be used to select the Windward Islands Under-19 team to play in the West Indies tournament in St. Vincent and the Grenadines during August. Now, Cricket West Indies has congratulated Sir Vivian Richards on being presented with the Order of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM. The legendary West Indies captain received the accolade at the 43rd regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM in Suriname on Sunday evening. The award was presented by President of the Republic of Suriname, Jan Santuki.
To present to you the medal for your achievement, your lifetime achievements, for your legacy, and moreover, the energy you left and inspiring a lot of other Caribbean people, a lot of young people to follow your path. Congratulations.
All right, so Sir Viv is recognized globally as one of the greatest sporting figures of all time. He's one of the most successful batsmen in cricket history and was a star performer in the Cricket World Cup finals on 2 occasions when West Indies won in 1975 and 1979.
I'm honored and humbled to be chosen to receive this award. The Order of the Caribbean Community, OCC. As a young boy growing up in my small community of overs in my island of Antigua and Barbuda, I never imagined that I would travel the world playing a sport that I loved, and in my twilight years, I would be blessed with such a high honor. I excelled at cricket because I put my heart and soul into it. Each time I put my maroon cap on, I walked out onto the field, I recognized that I was not representing myself or my island or just the West Indies team. I recognized that I was representing my people, people who look like me all over the world.
Congrats, Sir Vivian Richards, indeed. That is the sports news for now. In the region, multiple protests erupted across Port of Spain as residents are angered by the police-involved killing of 3 young men over the weekend. Residents of Sealots and East Port of Spain were united in their anger and calls for justice as they blocked highways and main roads with burning debris. Thousands were left in gridlock, desperately trying to escape what was unfolding. More from CNC3.
Their rage over the police-involved shooting of 3 young men in Port of Spain on Saturday was all too obvious today. It started on the eastbound lane of the Churchill-Roosevelt Highway. This officer tried to calm the residents, but their pain was not so easily quelled. They are questioning the role of the TTPS.
Come on, my police can serve. They're killing the youths. They're killing the youths. I want people to hear that they're killing the youths.
And while the officers were busy ensuring the eastbound lane remained clear, fires were being set along the westbound lane and on the street leading into Sealots. Traffic was soon backed up leading in and out of the city in a gridlock that lasted hours. Heavily armed police on the scene in Sealots faced off with residents who tried to explain why they took this action.
We tried to hold our vigil last night for the children and them, right?
The United States has pledged to donate as many Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines as needed to Guyana in an effort to further support the fight against the pandemic. U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Sarah Ann Lynch, made the announcement at the July 4th celebration in Guyana. Newsroom Guyana has the rest of the details.
Recognizing that many have lost friends and family members to the COVID-19 pandemic, the United States government said it will meet Guyana's vaccine need. The U.S. has been supporting Guyana's fight in the pandemic with donations of equipment, PPEs, and vaccine. And the U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Sarah Ann Lynch, has reiterated the government's continued support in this regard.
It gives me solace to announce that the United States government is prepared to collaborate with Guyana and the Ministry of Health to donate as many Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines as Guyana needs. We are very excited about this. And this includes boosters, pediatric doses to fully vaccinate and boost all of Guyana's adults, adolescents, and children who are eligible.
Hours after the announcement, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony, in his daily COVID update on Friday, said this would allow Guyana to meet all its vaccine needs to ensure every child and adult are inoculated.
So we are very grateful to the government and people of the United States for this very generous gesture of providing us with, I would say, all our vaccine needs, and we're extremely thankful.
Further afield, at least 6 people have been killed and 24 others injured in a shooting in a Chicago suburb, according to officials in the U.S. city of Highland Park, Illinois. They said a gunman opened fire from a rooftop on an Independence Day parade. During a news conference on Monday, officials disclosed that 6 people were dead and 24 were taken to hospital after the mid-morning attack, and that a rifle was recovered from the scene. A hospital spokesperson later reported 31 people were injured. More from Al Jazeera.
Police had released this photo of 22-year-old Robert Crimo III and the make and model of his car late Sunday afternoon. A few hours later, a police officer in North Chicago spotted the car, and following a brief pursuit, Crimo was taken into custody.
The person of interest is now being taken to the Highland Park Police Department, where we're going to begin the next phase of the investigation and speak with this person to make sure or see if in fact he is connected to this incident.
The shooting took place about 9 kilometers south from where Crimo was apprehended at an event in the wealthy Chicago suburb of Highland Park. Witnesses say they first assumed they were hearing fireworks at the annual 4th of July parade. But it soon became clear that this was yet another mass shooting in the USA.
We ran behind the building and I put my son in a dumpster, and he sit there with his dog, and I went back to look for the rest of my family. I left him with someone there so that I can go back to get my phone and find the rest of my family, because they ran away also, and it was just horrible.
Police say the gunman fired at spectators from a rooftop overlooking the festivities with a high-powered rifle. Of the several children taken to hospital, at least one was in critical condition at the time.
We'll remind you of the headlines after this. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Past and present Prime Ministers agree that government is not the best to manage Grenlec, but opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell issues a warning.
Did Tessa Sincere turn down a ministerial portfolio?
Housing and Gender Affairs Minister Philip Telesford moves to increase the housing stock.
And 16 swim instructors receive certification.
And around the globe, regionally, protests erupt across Port of Spain over police-involved killing of 3 young men.
Internationally, at least 6 people killed and 24 others injured in Independence Day parade shooting in Chicago.
Plus, in the sports news, St. Andrews Inter-Village Basketball Tournament moves into the semi-final rounds. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight.
Continue to follow us online at gbn.tv or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Beverly Telesford.
I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's it from us in the newsroom. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as was